We created a place so that men and women who are trapped in the bondage of addiction can find real freedom and walk out of this hell of active addiction and into a place where they can experience true freedom through Christ. We are a full medical clinical program. That means that we've got a staff psychiatrist, we have 2 nurse practitioners, we have 7 therapists, we also have an ordained minister, a worship leader, we've got an additional 30 support staff to be able to create this environment that facilitates real change.
We're not here just counting numbers or counting people in a clinical senses. We're here because we believe that every number that comes through that door represents a name, a story, and lives that need to be transformed.
Best approach for me is really a person-centered approach, or just meeting a client where they are. They all come with different things on why they got to this point. So really, when you first meet a client, we're all about getting in personal, doing some intakes, learning about their life process, and then creating treatment plans and things that really meet them where they're at, and not just like a one-size-fits-all.
Jesus is always about putting the axe to the root and getting to the source, cutting it down. So when they come to Good Landing, we will teach them how to get to the root issue through encounter with His heart, so they will learn how to break free and experience the true abundant life that Jesus promised them.
When somebody gets to Good Landing Recovery, they are going to get up in the morning at really nice housing. We have swim and tennis apartments, we have some residential locations that are incredibly nice. They're going to get up in the morning, they're going to do a devotion, they're going to eat breakfast, they're going to have a quiet time. They're going to arrive to the office around 9:30. That is where they're going to go into groups with very dynamic speakers. So we have really incredible facilitators that are going to be able to speak in their life, to be able to teach them about addiction, to be able to teach them, here are new coping skills to be able to walk out of addiction. They're also going to have a certified personal trainer, Coach Scott Green, who is phenomenal.
So how I take fitness and what I want to do here at Good Landing is I want to take fitness and I want to bring it to the guys. Now, when you walk into the room we're working out, you don't see it. You just see, like everybody else, guys working out, but it's so much more than that, is that I'm taking this and I'm teaching them that structure. And when you have structure in the gym, and that structure will follow you outside of the gym.
Like, we know that none of this will get done. Like, this company doesn't exist, your sobriety doesn't exist, like nothing good exists without the power of God. So we're huge on that. We're huge on culture and community. We believe in the power of relationships with people who are on the same path as we are. Coming to a place like Good Landing, I think for a lot of the clients that do come here, they meet lifelong friends. They meet people that they're going to be friends with for many, many years to come, and that can kind of guide them, through this recovery process and just help them, and just be that shoulder that we all need, at times.
So we want to be able to create an environment and not just have them, stuck in some facility where they're looking at 4 walls, but we go out, we take them to the movies. They go and play laser tag, they go bowling and go to arcades. And
it's not just, okay, I came there and I just got a curriculum. It's, I came there and I changed my life. So I really encourage my clinicians to keep that rapport, keep that conversation going, check in with the client, say, okay, how is this working for you? How is this not working for you? What else can we add into this? Because like I said, we really want this to be a person-centered. We want this to be something that is going to empower each client's life, not just 50%, not just 70%, but each client. We want them to leave with something.
And we want to really create this kind of adventurous, social aspect of a new life, this new sober life that they are embarking on. So to be able to create good community shows people that the sober life is not this life sentence to boredom, but it's actually going to be a whole lot of fun.
I'm not just a professional coming into an office environment or a practitioner coming into a clinical setting. I'm a person that has a mission to see people win in life and them to come back from tragedy and move to triumph.
There was a young man from my hometown, 29 years old, his name was Cliff Heaton, and he died of an overdose. And it rocked me at my core. And I'll also never forget that one of his family members shared one of his baby photos on Facebook, and it resembled one of my children. And when I saw it, it literally shattered me. I mean, rocked me to my core, where I said, no longer am I going to sit on the sideline and play it safe, but we're going to jump off this ledge and see what God's going to do to be able to set people free from active addiction.
Almost 3 years ago, I lost my oldest son to an alcohol addiction, suicide. I know that sounds crazy, but when I'm here, it gives me a little more peace with him, and I feel like I can give back, and I want to help the guys in Good Landing.
As far as I know, we are the largest standalone PHP IOP sober community in the Atlanta area. And so what that means is that when somebody gets here, that it is going to be an attractive environment, an attractive community, that people are going to look at that and say, man, I know that it is possible to be able to know real freedom.
First come in, the lights usually dim in their eyes. Being able to be the person that helps navigate that and see that light go from dim to a little bit brighter to a little bit brighter, pulling in all the puzzle pieces, and just seeing that end product, that they look in the mirror and they're like, oh my goodness, like I didn't think I could do this a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and now I'm here.
Early on in recovery, coming out of active addiction, I remember just riding past just the average American household and looking over at these neighborhoods and just thinking, dude, is it even possible to have something like that? And I just could not even, to me, the chasm seemed so wide that there was no way that I was ever going to be able to have any kind of life that I would ever be proud of. And by the grace of God, and to know that there is nobody outside the reach of God's grace, that He can reach down, take somebody, and to be able to put them in a life that they really, you know, when you're in the middle of it, that you could never even imagine. I mean, I look at my beautiful wife now, 5 children who love me and respect me, and just the life that I have today, where I'm just been able to pour into people's lives and to show them freedom from active addiction. It's just God's grace, man.